So before anything else, I have to share with you a parang kind of a difficult moment in our life that happened sa aking personal life. It was May 19, 2002. Okay, it was like, so what is that? Like 23 years now. 23 years ago. It was my grandfather's birthday, so you're like having this party sa ancestral home ng aking, sa grandparents ko. We're just kind of messing around with my cousins, and then yung mga tito tita, and then the phone rings, and then my uncle goes up and speaks with the person, and then everybody falls silent. Okay, I'm like, okay, what's going on? And then my uncle approaches me, says, "Go with me to the car." And then as we're walking to the car, he tells me, "Be strong." He just tells me to be strong. I'm tearing up, sorry. But he tells me to be strong. And then, so I ride the car with him, everything's a blur. And then the next thing I see, my dad was being resuscitated on the table sa hospital. No? So that was his third heart attack. And then that was the kind of like the main, talaga parang one of the main themes of my early life was like my dad passed. I did not a tear was shed. Like I didn't cry at that time. I thought like, okay, whatever, like my dad's gone.
At that
point,
okay.
like
You were still in denial.
yeah. And then the shock kind of set in like 10, 15 years down the road.
It's a long time.
Yeah.
It kinda got buried kasi si Papa kasi parang ang trabaho niya is sa sagingan, so he's always away. Si Mama lang talaga nag-take care sa amin. He's always away. He just comes in like once a week. So I guess in my mind he was like away for a long time. Now I'm laughing about it, but during that time it was like parang ganun yung psychological siguro na defense ko with the loss of my father, the
or
pain
he's
of
just
the loss.
away.
He's
But
just
for a very long time.
Yeah, and maybe he'll come back someday. And then
Yeah.
I find myself like 15 years down the road, I'm dreaming like he's gonna come back next week. Like parang andoon pa din pala yung longing ko for my
Okay.
dad. I'm like, man, wow, there is something to this. And then I guess secondarily, that's why it informs me that I need to make good, healthy choices for myself so that, with God's blessing and my own decisions and actions, I can stay as long as I can for my wife and my son. I God willing, I'd see my grandkids and great grandkids if that's God's goodness. But that's my kind of like my prayer and my request to God. Like, God, if you grant this to me, I'll be so happy and so like, I'll sing praises to you, the high heavens every day. Like, if that's your will, God, na parang diba. But for me, right, like coming back to the present, that's what something practical that I took away is like I want to be there for my wife, I want to be there for my son, and as much as I can every day, every moment in their life, like kailangan siguro nabaliktad ba kasi parang parate wala si Papa dati, and it's not a choice. I mean, I'm not saying that because he had to make choices for his family as well.
Yeah.
That was the job opportunity back then. Yun yung ano niya, so he was doing his best. I mean, in the times that we did spend together, he was always present. He always played with me and things like that. And few memories lang yung meron ako kay Papa. Pero maalala ko talaga na he did not withhold his love and affection for me. So parang meron ding ganun, like realities in life.
Yeah.
So anyway, okay, my dad passes away. Okay, and then taliin natin dun sa financial advisor na So my mom was a financial advisor.
Okay.
And she made sure na merong insurance ang aking father. Okay? And kasi dati ang connotation sa financial advisor is automatically insurance yan siya. Ngayon, I mean, it's a broader scope. Like, okay, basic savings, basic investment, not necessarily life insurance right away. It covers a broader scope now. Pero dati, when you say financial advisor, insurance na talaga yan siya. So anyway, my mom made sure that my dad had sufficient life insurance. Sufficient enough to the point na yung bahay namin, dati kasi ginabaha kasi yun. Yung bahay namin, so every time mag-ulan ng malakas, lahat kami dun sa neighborhood, bahain kami lahat. So yung funds or half of the funds na nakuha ni Mama sa insurance, gipakit yung bahay.
Okay.
So, hindi na kami kinabaha. Great. Thanks, Dad. Parang
Yeah.
somehow, meron din siyang,
May benefit. Yeah.
I guess that's the beauty of life insurance na I'm not saying that you guys, you don't have to buy from me. Contact your nearest financial advisor if you have a family. I'm not gonna sugarcoat it. You need it. If you have dependents on you, it's not like maybe I'll get it later. Just it's better for you to be proactive and just get that life insurance protection for yourself.
Yep.
Important talaga yan siya when you're building a family here on earth. Anyway, so yun ang nangyari. In a difficult situation, I mean, what are you gonna do? Make it more difficult by not having money in the absence of a father? I mean, kung i-quantify mo lang yung presence ng father sa family, you know like how much that is worth financially if a father is present in the family. That's millions right there. Kung buhi ang papa and he's there protecting the family, that's more than 10 million in my opinion. Like more than So what is like 100,000 or 200,000 or like 1 million worth na life insurance coverage? It definitely cannot substitute for the presence of a father. It will not, but it will make the life a bit easier dun sa mga naiwan.
It eases the burden.
And that's what happened for us. So si mama, okay, ay life insurance si papa. And then katong nabilin na kasi kalahati gipakit niya yung bahay, 'di ba? So yung naiwan na kalahati, yun ang gigamit, yung interest nun gigamit niya to put us through school. So imagine this, I'm a 13-year-old boy at this point. I mean, a teenager, if you could call it that. And then my brother and my sister were still like 7 and 5 years old.
That's a long way to go.
That's taas pa kayang lubi, 'di ba? And then my mom's like on her own trying to lead us and to support us financially, and it's crazy what she was able to do. Like her yung kayod lang niya, sariling kayod niya, and the life insurance money that my dad left, and how hard she had to fight not to spend that money. Yung interest lang ang ginakuha niya. So there is like some wisdom there, and she natagoy na true enough. Nakapag-graduate na kaming tatlo.
Praise God.
So may honoring my mom and my dad for those little decisions that they made that really, even if my dad didn't make it, but his mission kind of got fulfilled in a way. Natawid pa din yung bridge ba, and that's like now I think of it, like that's it's sad, but it's also okay. Yeah, you gotta, one way or the other, God's mission and purpose will be fulfilled.
True.
He
God
will
had a
make
plan
it
for
happen.
you.
Yes.
He wanted you to live long enough so that you could declare His praise.
He will make it
Yeah.
happen talaga. So that's chapter 1 of the story, all right, guys? And then I'm like, okay, now I'm a teenager. and I'm a fatherless teenager. I'm a male fatherless teenager. So what do you expect is gonna happen? Okay, I'm not gonna ask you. I'll just tell you what happened.
Okay, go.
Hirap naman mag-assume kami dito, di ba?
Oh, it's very unique for you.
Of course, right? Pero the tendency is for a fatherless. Kasi here's the principle: only a man can teach a boy how to become a man.
Yes.
So here I am, a boy. Now I'm about to become a man, I'm coming of age, and I have no man to look towards to teach me how to become a man.